Hello, we are on Driller Programming channel. My name is Andrei. This is our 28th lesson. I greet you. We will talk about resize the image to fit in the browser. Let's go. Let's fix up this image so it fits the browser page better. Right now, this image is 1200 pixels wide by 800 pixels tall. You'll see how to determine that in a sec. Because we want the width of the image to be less than 800 pixels, we need to decide on a weight that would fit our MyPod web page nicely. The whole point of MyPod is viewing photos of iPods in their surroundings, so we probably want to have reasonably large images. If we reduce this image size by 1/2 to 600 pixels wide by 400 pixels height, that will still take up most of the browser weight, while still allowing for a little space on the sides. Sound good? Let's get this image resized. We need to resize the image so that it's still reasonably large but is less than 800 pixels wide. 600 seems like a nice width that happens to be 1/2 as the current size. Here's what you're going to do. Open the image using a photo editing application. Reduce the image size by 1/2 to 6 pixels 100 by 400 pixels. Set the image as a Seattle video match pack. Before we get started, which photo editing application are we going to use to resize the image? I have Photoshop Elements. Will that work? Good question. There are lots of photo editing applications on the market, some freely available, which are all quite similar. We are going to use Adobe Photoshop Elements to resize the image because it is one of the most popular photo editing applications and is available on both Windows and the Macintosh. If you own another photo editing application, you should have no problem following along and translating each editing task to your own application. If you don't yet have a photo editing application, you might first check to see if there was one included with your operation system. If you have a Mac, you can use a photo to edit your photos. If you are a Windows user, you might find Microsoft's Digital Image Suite on your computer already. If you still don't have an editing application available to you, follow along, and for each step, you can use the HTML and images included in the example folders. If you don't have Adobe Photoshop Elements, but you'd like to follow along for the rest of the chapter with it, you can download it and try it out free for 40 days. And opening the image. First, start your photo edition application and open the Seattle Video HPAC image in the Photoshop Elements. You'll want to choose the Open in Menu option under the File menu, which will open the Open dialog box. You're going to use this to navigate to the image Seattle Video HPAC in the Chapter 5 MyPod Photos folder. Here's the Open dialog box. Use the dialog to navigate to the Seattle Video HPAC image. As you navigate through folders, you'll see a preview of the image in those folders here. When you locate the Seattle Video HPAC image, click Open to open it. Resizing the image. Now that Seattle Video HPAC is open, we're going to use the Save for Web dialog to both the image and save it. To get to the dialog box, just choose the Save for Web menu option from the File menu. Here is the Seattle Video HPAC image in Photoshop Elements. To resize the image, choose Save for Web from the File menu. Resizing the image, continue. After you selected the Save for Web menu option, you should see dialog box below. Let's get acquainted with it before we use it. This dialog lets you do all kinds of interesting things. For now, we are going to focus on how to use it to resize and save images in a JPEG format for web pages. Here's where you choose the format used to save your file. Currently it's set to save as GIF. We are going to change this to JPEG in a couple of pages or minutes. This split window shows your original image on the left and the image in the format you're saving it for the web on the right. Currently this is showing GIF format. We'll be changing this to JPEG in an upcoming step. As you can see, there are a lot of functionality built into this dialog. Let's put it to good use. To resize the image, you need to change the weight to 600 pixels and the height to 400 pixels. Then you need to save the image in JPEG format. Let's start with the resize. First, change the image size here to a weight of 600 and the height of 400. If you have constrained proportions checked, all you have to do is type the new weight 600 and elements will change the height of 400 for you. Second, once the weight and height are set correctly, click apply to let elements know this is the size you want. This will not affect the original image, just the file you are going to save. You must click apply to reduce the image size, otherwise the image will be saved at its original weight and height. You resize it, now save. Now just you need to save the image in the correct format, JPEG. To do that, you need to choose JPEG format and set the quality to medium. We'll talk more about quality in a second. Now that the image size is set, you just need to choose the format for the image. Currently it's set to save as GIF. Change this to JPEG like we're done here. Set the quality to medium. That's it. Click OK and go to the next page. Notice that when you clicked apply in the previous step, the image was resized and redisplayed. Save the image. After you click OK, you'll get to save dialog. Save the image as a Seattle video to match JPEG, so you don't overwrite the original photo. Change the file name to Seattle video match JPEG. Make you sure you're saving the image in the My Photos folder. Click Save to save the image. Notice that you're changing the file name from Seattle video JPEG to Seattle video match JPEG. Why? People usually like to save their original high quality big photos for printing and put smaller version on the web. If you save this as Seattle video JPEG, you would be losing the original photo. There are no doubt questions. Can you say more about the quality setting in Save for Web? The JPEG format allows you to specify the level of image quality you need. The lower the quality, the smaller the file size. If you look at the preview pane in the Save for Web dialog, you can see both the quality and file size change as you change the quality setting. Image format. Image size 1 equals 1024 bytes in size. Photoshop Elements even tells you how long it would take to transfer over a dialog-up modem to a browser. The best way to get a feel for quality settings in the various image formats is to experiment with them on your own images. You'll soon figure out what quality levels are needed for your image and the type of the web page you are developing. You'll also get to know when to use JPEG versus other formats. What is the number 40 next to the quality label in the JPEG options dialog box? The number 40 is what Photoshop Elements considers medium quality. JPEG actually uses a scale of 1 to 100% and low, medium, high, etc. are just preset values that many photo editing applications use. Couldn't I just use the image elements weight and height attributes to resize my image instead? You could use the weight and height attribute to resize an image, but that's not a good idea. Why? Because if you do that, you're still downloading the full-size image and making the browser do their work to resize the image. Just like when you have to resize option on in browsers that support that feature. The white and height attributes are really there to help the browser figure out how much space to reserve for the image. If you use them, they should match the actual weight and height of the image. And fixing up the mypod HTML, we'll talk about this in the next lesson. And this is our 28th lesson over. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, please. Put likes, share with friends, comment, eat bananas, chocolate and nuts, drink more water for the effective work of our brains. Bye.